Hello, everybody. This is Brad Johnson, reporter with the Texan. I've got Caroline Harris here with me. She's a Republican nominee for House District 52 in Williamson County. Caroline, welcome.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me.
So she is running in House District 52, as I mentioned, in Williamson County.
Yes.
She just won the runoff for the Republican Party, and now she is facing a Democrat in November. What's the campaign looking like for you going into November?
It looks very, very good. I think this cycle, any Republican race looks really good, but my district is kind of 55-45, so it's a little tighter than some of the other districts, but I do have the benefit of having gone through a runoff. I've been to a lot of doors already. I went to almost 5,000 just myself, and that was an amazing experience, and so I'm really excited about adding to that number for November, and I'm also really excited at just finding new, unique ways to get more people motivated to get out and vote.
Okay. It's a really interesting dynamic because you are currently a Senate staffer for Senator Brian Hughes, but now you are running for office. What has that been like?
Yes, that has been actually such a gift because Senator Hughes has been my mentor for the past 7 years that I've worked in the legislature, and he was the first person to just invest in me and explain politics and how everything works, and to be able to call him and just ask him questions and get his advice is just amazing. And so I just went back to work full-time recently, and that's been awesome. I really appreciate it.
What kind of policy do you focus on in his office?
So in his office, I work on a broad range of things. He's a chairman of the State Affairs Committee in the Senate. And
a lot of stuff goes through that.
Yes, a lot of policy. And so kind of the high-level policies that were passed this past session include the heartbeat bill, the election integrity bill, the bill to ban critical race theory in schools. So I got to be a policy advisor with all of that. And then I also like healthcare reform. That just very much interests me.
Very complicated topic.
Yes, it is. And a lot of people don't want to get involved in it, but I love
Somebody
it.
has to.
Yes, and it's such a good opportunity to bring conservative values into a field that just traditionally is not set up in that way. So that's why I like it.
Okay, well, should you win in November and make it into the State House next session, what are some of the things you're going to want to do, whether it's the first bill you file or a few of them, whatever? What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. So that is the benefit of knocking doors and knocking so many doors is you get to know your constituency. You know what they want you to work on when you go to Austin, and one of the top things I heard over and over again was the border. Okay. You know, we've got to secure the border.
In Williamson County, too.
Yes, absolutely.
Like Cameron County, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, we're not close, but I actually went down to the border during my campaign. I was the only candidate that did that, and when I was there, I was talking to the sheriff of Del Rio. That's where I was at, and I asked him, how does the border impact Williamson County? You know, it's more of a suburban area than the border. I mean, you know, what are we facing? And he said he had a gang member in his jail in Del Rio from Austin. This guy lived in Austin, worked, had his family there, and he said if they're in Austin, they're in Williamson County. He said nothing that happens at the border stays there. And so that's been something that I hear all the time at doors. And so I'm really looking forward to working with all of the other members, the governor, the speaker, lieutenant governor, in working on securing the border. Yeah. And then locally, infrastructure is a huge deal in Williamson County. We're growing so fast. I know everyone knows Samsung's moving into Taylor. So those roads really need to be fixed, and we just need to prepare for the growth that's coming. I mean, we're already exploding, but it's coming.
Yeah, I think you guys are, if not the top, one of the top growing counties in the state, right?
Yes, we are, and part of that is because Austin has become a mini California. Yeah. The crime rates are so high, the cost of living is absolutely insane, and so everyone's moving north into Williamson County.
And so one other thing that across the whole state they'll have to deal with, but especially in Williamson County, is stress on schools with more people coming in.
Yes.
I know you have talked a lot about school policy.
Yes.
In your race. Anything specific there that you think needs to be addressed?
Yeah, absolutely. When going back to the doors, when I would talk to people about, what is one of your top concerns, education definitely came up. Yep. And people want to have more of a say. Parents want to have more of a choice, and so that is something I heard over and over again. I think that we need to get the public education system back to reading, writing, and arithmetic. We just have to. And we need to expand options for school choice in this state. We need to give parents more of a say in what education model fits their child the best.
Yeah.
You know, we just need to empower parents more in this day and age. So I'm excited to work on that.
Well, Governor Abbott has said that school choice, he expects a large push when the legislature reconvenes. So we'll see how that shakes out. But
Absolutely.
Should you make it there, that is something that will probably be on your plate.
Yes.
Caroline, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Thank you for stopping by, and
Yes.
we're excited to see how this turns out.
Thank you. And I just want to add one more thing. Something that I discovered after I ran. I'll be the youngest Republican female ever elected to the Texas House if I win in November.
Wow.
And I'm a bit of a Texas history nerd. So that is a really cool thing that I just learned, and I'm really excited about that.
But while you would be the youngest, you are by no means a legislative newbie. You know, you've been in there for a while. You know how things operate.
Yeah.
So good luck the rest of the way, Caroline.
Thank you. I appreciate it.